guys, thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Moving with Intention Part 2. And what we're doing today, we're going to explore space, moving throughout that on the mat, but also continuing to keep it slow and understanding our breath and just that feeling of moving and feeling with each movement throughout space. So let's get started here. We're going to stand and just come to Tadasana, standing mountain, and close our eyes here. We can bring our feet hips width distance apart, or you can have them together, whatever feels more stable. And let's start by feeling our feet against the ground. Slowing our breath down and maybe starting to rock back and forth on our toes. Feeling the earth beneath our big toe all the way back to our heel, to the sides of our feet, to the center of our feet, to our arch. Let's move up the body here, feeling what our legs are doing. Are they tight? Do you have a slight bend in your knee? Are you holding tension there? Inhale, exhale, release the tension in your legs. Now moving up to our shoulders, feeling them in space. Are they forward or back? Let's inhale, roll the shoulders back, setting them down and back, squeezing our scapula, our shoulder blades together, and release. Doing those rolls a couple of times with our breath. Inhaling, exhaling here, and reverse the roll towards the front, feeling our spine stretch. Let's inhale, open our eyes, and lift our hands towards the sky. Slight back bend here, and moving forward, down and through. Coming to our Uttasana, forward fold, and having a nice bend in our knees. Dropping our head, and again, feeling this, feeling where you're feeling it in the back of our calves, maybe our hamstrings. Let's drop our head, shaking it no, yes. Inhale, halfway up, bring your hands to our shins or thighs. Look forward and release, bend in our knees, and let's reverse swan dive all the way up. And bringing our hands down through center. Starting to wake up our body and feeling it move through space here. Let's inhale our hands up one more time. And exhale, coming again to Tadasana. But let's move our weight now into our left foot. We're picking up our toes and setting them down fully over the mat and shifting our weight into the left leg. Bringing our right leg up and squeezing the knee towards your chest. Feeling your body balance here, feeling the movement, intentionally twisting our ankle in space, one way and the other. Let's roll our shoulders down and squeeze that leg a little bit closer to our chest. Inhale, exhale. Let's bring our foot, if you can, right here at our ankle, calf, or bring it up to your thigh. Let's inhale, twisting it to the side, and bringing our foot to the middle of our thigh here, or wherever you can find it. Coming to our tree pose here. Finding that balance. You can bring your hands to your center, really feeling your body distribute the weight so you can balance. Let's inhale our arms up. Let's fly here, grounding down and growing up. Stitching those ribs in. We have a tendency to move out. Let's bring them in. One more breath. And let's release slowly, bringing that knee in front of us. One more squeeze and release. Inhale, bringing our hands to the sky. And exhale, forward fold. Again, let's walk out our legs a little bit. So bending into one knee and the other. Getting a little bit of a deeper stretch in our hamstrings. Remembering to breathe, remembering to feel each motion you're making, and not just going with the movement here, really understanding that movement in your body, listening to yourself. One more breath. Let's coming up to halfway. Release and reverse swan dive all the way back. Coming down to center. Now let's move into our right leg. Again, lifting up our toes, spreading them brightly across the mat, and bringing our body weight into the right side. Inhale, exhale, bringing that knee up to your chest. Each side is different. This side might feel great. It might feel a little weird. It might be talking to you. Wherever you are, breathe. Feel what your body is saying. Let's rotate our ankle. And the other way. Inhale, give yourself a smile. Maybe squeeze it up a little bit closer. And now let's move into tree pose, either coming to your calf muscle. You can even hold yourself here, propping your toe if you're not feeling balanced today. Either way, let's come to where we're comfortable. And inhaling, squeezing everything to the midline. Smile. Feeling our body in space. Inhaling our arms up if that feels comfortable. Grounding down and growing up. Flying a little bit today. Remembering to stitch those ribs together. One more breath. Enjoy the fire. And release. Bring that knee one more time close to our chest. And release. Let's inhale back up. And swan dive forward. Coming to the front of our mat here. Let's halfway up look in front of us. And release. Spreading our hands again brightly across the mat like our feet. And let's step back into plank. First plank of the day. Let's feel that out, shifting back and forth on our toes and our wrists, really grounding through our hands, having a slight tuck in our tail and a tuck like someone is tickling your belly. One more breath, find stillness, and let's drop to our knees. Bringing our legs up and slowly descending down, releasing all the way to the ground. Bringing our hands close to our midrib here. Let's look in front of us and push ourselves up, having a slight bend in our elbows here. Let's inhale, look back at our right foot, rolling our shoulders down and back. Inhale back to the middle and look over to our left. Really feeling what parts of your body are working. Moving with intention through the space on our mat. What does that mean? Inhaling back to the middle, and let's slowly bring ourselves back down. Bring our right cheek to the mat. Spreading our arms out. Let's feel the ground beneath us. Inhaling that left leg up, just hold. Flexing the foot or pointing, bringing the thigh away from the ground. Now let's bring our left hand up and catch the foot behind us if we can. If not, reaching towards that, keeping our face towards the ground today. And let's just stretch that leg, bringing it close to our body, making sure our legs are still together. Let's breathe into that calf, that thigh, that quad. One more breath. And release. Let's flip our cheek and lift our right leg up, just holding here for just a moment. Either flexing or pointing your toe. Inhale, exhale, and bend at that knee, reaching back towards that right leg and squeezing it to the midline. Stretching that body. These subtle movements might not feel a lot, but this restorative practice for our legs, we use our legs a lot, and just stuff like this really helps relax the body and relax the muscles. One more breath. Release. Now let's lift up just a little bit and try reaching back for both. Coming into our bow pose here. Inhale. Let's press the feet into the hands and lift up. Feeling your chest shine forward. Breathe here into our chest. Inhale. Exhale. Press a little higher. And release. Let's come back to the middle. And lifting ourselves up to cobra, then to plank, and downward dog, our first dog of the day. Let's walk that out. Pressing through one leg and the other. Really feeling this lovely pose. Rotating our shoulders down, shining our chest towards our feet. And working our heels towards the ground. One more breath. And now let's bring our right foot up, opening our hips, bending at the knee, and looking under our right arm. Getting a nice twist here. Inhale. Exhale. Squaring our hips back. And let's inhale our knee to chest, hovering. And exhale, bringing it back up. Inhale, bring it back through. One more time. Inhaling back up. Inhaling, squeezing it through. And let's step forward. Here we are, low lunge. Let's inhale, exhale. Sink a little deeper into that knee, making sure our knee is over ankle. And let's drop that other knee. Coming to a crescent lunge here. Pushing up, pushing that hip down. You can either bring your hands to that right knee or inhale them up. Rolling those shoulders down and back. Breathing into this posture. Inhale. Exhale, let's release. Coming back and straightening through. Let's slowly move, feeling each muscle. Straightening through the right leg, flexing our feet and starting to work again deeper into those hamstrings. Now, you can come close to the leg, but I find if you walk your fingers towards the front of the mat and stretch over the leg instead of hunching over, you get a nice deeper stretch. But listen to your body. You're moving through your own space here on the mat, so find what feels good. One more breath. And inhale, shifting back through, Coming up onto those toes. Let's do a quick twist. Spreading our hands brightly, left hand to the mat and peeling that chest up. Look at the sky. Unless the sun is there, don't look at that. Smile. One more breath. And release. Coming back, stepping that right leg back and pressing to downward dog. Inhale, let's walk out a little bit. All right, finding stillness, and now bringing that left foot up. Opening your hips, looking under the left arm, bending at the knee. Feel your body here. Let's just not go through the motions. Really work to slow yourself down and feel the movement. One more breath. Inhaling the knee back, square hips, and let's do that ignition of the core. Squeezing your leg in, and exhaling it back up. 2 more times. Squeezing it up and through, and back up. Feeling the moment here. Moving with intention when things are hard. Squeezing it back, and let's step through. Here we are, low lunge. Let's feel our knee over our ankle, looking up, sinking a little bit lower. Feeling your feet spread brightly across the mat. And now let's drop that knee. Coming into our crescent lunge, pushing up, adjusting yourself if you need. Rolling those shoulders down, pressing through the right quadricep now, the right hip. Let's inhale those arms up. If you want, rolling those shoulders down and back, and look up, slight back bend. Smile, enjoy the deep hip stretch you have here, the strength that you have. One more breath, and release. Starting to straighten out now through that left foot, flexing our toes to our little runner's pose. Inhaling again, you can come over your leg or walk your hands further to the front of the mat. Inhale, rolling the shoulders down. Moving with intention here when things are a little hard. My hamstrings are super tight, so a lot of the times I like to rush through it. But slowing down through that pain, understanding it, listening to your body. Inhale, stretch a little deeper here. And here we go, moving back through, coming up to our toes, spreading brightly with our right hand. And let's twist up again. Nice little twist. Inhale, exhale, sink a little deeper, and release. Here we go. Now let's just step our right foot to meet our left. Deep bend in our knees here. Let's bring our big toes together, our heels slightly apart. Inhale, bringing our hands to prayer, sinking a little bit lower, making sure our knees are not over toes. And here we go, Uttanasana, fierce pose. We want to feel our weight back in our heels. We can lift our toes even. Let's feel it sinking that body down. You can stay here at prayer. We want to have a little tuck in our tail. Remember tightening our ribs, our abs. Inhale, bringing our arms up if that feels good. One more breath. And here we go. Let's sink all the way down. Coming into a little ball. Let's hug ourselves, fitting into ourselves here. Dropping our head. Breathe. All right, let's do that one more time. Inhaling, bringing our weight back into our heels. Pressing up. Uttanasana. Here we go, fierce pose. Dropping down. One more breath. Your thighs might be talking to you. And let's inhale all the way up. Here we go, standing again. Moving through space. Tadasana. Let's stay here for a moment, finding our breath. Enjoying the wonderful thing about being still. This is still moving with intention, just in stillness. Our breath in and out, feeling the little balancing on our feet. The movement and stillness. Your heartbeat. Intentionally slowing your breath down. Let's inhale. Open our eyes if they were closed. Bringing our hands down. And let's shift into that left foot one more time here. Spreading those toes brightly. Starting to lift our right knee. You can hold it. Just holding it or letting it lift, flexing through those toes. Enjoying that balance, this intentional moving inward, finding the balance. Let's inhale, bring our right arm to our hand, to our ankle. Squeezing that thigh in, stretching the front of our quad. This fly loves me right now. Smile, stretching it up, and release slowly, moving it down. Now moving into our right foot, inhaling that left leg up. Again, spreading brightly through our right toes. Bring it up, you can hold it or hold with your body, whatever feels good right now. Inhale, exhale, enjoy this strength. Moving through space, let's bring our left hand to our left ankle, squeezing the body in towards itself. Stretching that leg. If you're not feeling too much of a stretch, you can start lifting that leg, just getting a deeper stretch in that front thigh. One more breath. And let's release. Inhaling those arms up. Slight back bend. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down. Let's heel toe our legs out just a bit. A little past hips, but not too far. Bringing our toes to point out. And let's start to bend down here in our yoga squat. Here we are. Finding where your legs feel good. Inhale, sitting back into our heels again. If you can, that's fine. You can stay up or come up a little bit. Wherever you are, breathe, pressing your elbows into your knees. Looking forward, enjoying the stretch. Feeling now, we were just up and standing, now we're lower. We're moving through our spatial mat in this space. One more breath. Now let's bring one hand back, setting back, and coming to Baddha Konasana, my favorite. Squeezing those heels towards your pelvis, working those outer knees towards the ground. Let's inhale, look forward into space, walking our hands out in front of us until we have reached our limit. Listen to our body, maybe a little bit more, moving with intention, understanding, yes, there's a limit. Can you go a little bit deeper? Listen to your body. Enjoy the process. And now let's release our head down. Inhaling, looking forward. Just a quick Baddha Konasana, walking our hands back up, coming to the outsides of our legs. Let's move towards the front of our mat Again, let's squeeze into a tight little ball here and balance on our butt, squeezing into ourselves, flaring our toes, moving towards our mat here, coming to the lowest spot, Shavasana. One more breath. Let's release our feet and slowly roll down. Here we are, bringing our legs out in front of us here, letting them roll out to the side. Inhale, remembering our breath here. Let's intentionally take the deepest breath we've taken all day. And release. Thank you so much for joining me today. Feel free to stay here as long as you want. I am Yoga Birch. Namaste.